Hey everyone, this is Mason Hutchison, and welcome back to HerbRally, your daily herbal podcast. We come out with new episodes about 5 days a week, so be sure to tune in often. Our goal for the show is to help you along your herbalist journey no matter what stage you're at. We've got over 557 episodes, so feel free to peruse those episodes and you're bound to find something of interest. I did want to note before we get into the show that there's going to be a couple breaks coming up. Notably, Thanksgiving's coming up, so I'll probably take a few days off for that. And Amanda and I will be announcing this in an upcoming video that we're going to do, but we're going to be taking most of December off to catch up on a lot of behind-the-scenes admin stuff. That's going to be YouTube, our schoolhouse, as well as the podcast, but I'll leave it for that video to kind of explain it further, and we'll publish the audio to that video on the podcast. So if you're not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, you could find us at, I believe they gave us the handle youtube.com/HerbRally, so pretty easy to find. We come out with new videos each and every week, except for probably the month of December, as you'll find out soon. But it's a growing channel. People seem to like it. I definitely recommend giving it a subscribe. There's a lot of content on there that isn't on the podcast, at least yet. So go and check us out on YouTube. Today's really just one of those episodes I like to do where I kind of read the last newsletter, and the last one was kind of jam-packed, so I figure it was kind of time to do one of these episodes. I always have a fun time doing it. I still haven't heard from y'all if y'all are digging these types of episodes, but please do email me, mason@herbrally.com, if you like these episodes, if they're useful. Yeah, I like doing these episodes, so no biggie. Either way, before we get into the newsletter, I did want to read one of our Apple Podcast written reviews. As I mentioned in the previous episode, I'm going to try to do this more often. You all take your time out of your day to leave us a written review and a ranking, and I kind of want to shout you out. So here we go. This one is from SimStar, and they wrote this back in November of 2021, so this is about a year ago. And SimStar says, "My self-care. Absolutely love this podcast. I learn so much, and I find that when I am feeling stressed or overwhelmed, I can turn it on, and it helps me get grounded." So that's pretty cool. I usually hear about like the diversity of the voices on the podcast, the different subjects, and just the frequency, but I've never really heard it described as a grounding experience, so that's pretty neat. I do plan on doing some more like releasing more meditation type episodes. We still haven't published Rose Bennett's oatstraw video, the audio to that. So I definitely recommend checking that out if that sounds of interest to you. Go to our YouTube channel and look for Rose Bennett's oatstraw meditation. But yeah, I want to get some more of those meditation type episodes on the podcast. I don't think they're really downloaded nearly as much as our regular herbalism episodes, but for me personally, I like them. I try to do a meditation practice daily. I actually have a meditation text group where it's like an accountability buddy type of thing where we all hold each other accountable to do our daily meditations. Anyways, that's kind of besides the point. All right, so thanks again, SimStar, for that written review. If you have a moment, if you wouldn't mind, if you listen on Apple Podcasts, could you go over and leave us a written review as well as a ranking, whether that be 5-star. Just let us know how you like the podcast, and it always brings a smile to my face, and at some point in the future, I will read it on the show, because we only have about like 35 to 40 written reviews, and I've already done over half of them. So thanks so much for doing that. I really appreciate it. It also lets other people know that this is a worthwhile show worth listening to. So anyways, okay, moving on. All right, we're going to check out this email now. And if you're not on our newsletter, basically what we do is we let you know about new events going on, new monographs that we publish, new videos, new courses, all of the above, just basically anything going on in the herbal community. And if you'd like to get on our email newsletter list, we actually give away 13 herbal freebies, as we call it, in exchange to sign up for the newsletter. So if you want to go to herbrally.com, at the top of the page, there's something called Freebies. Just click at the top of the page or in the navigation menu, just click Freebies. It'll take you to a page that lets you know what those herbal freebies are. And then just enter your name and email, and we'll sign you up for the newsletter that way. And yeah, I think we come out with great stuff. And we probably send around 1 to 4, sometimes maybe more, but usually 1 to 4 newsletters per week. and it's got about a 30% open rate, and that means people like it. So, okay. So the first thing on the newsletter I wanted to mention is Cami McBride's Handcrafted Healing Herbal Oils course. Registration is coming to a close, so if you want to learn to make the most potent, extra strength, and longer lasting herbal oils with Cami McBride, she's been doing this for decades. That looks like it. Registration ends in about just over a day. So I say this all the time, but I'll leave a link in the show notes if you want to learn more, and I'll try to link everything in order that I'm talking about. So one more time, Cami McBride's Handcrafted Healing Herbal Oils course registration is coming to a close. So if you want to learn more about that, click on the link in the show notes. And next thing up is I included a picture of my daughter Amelia in the snow because it snowed here in Wisconsin. In fact, I'm looking out the window and it's still snowing. So that's pretty fun. Coming from the Pacific Northwest, at least in the Eugene area, it doesn't snow every year that often, really. So we're already snowing here in November, and it's quite beautiful. I also mentioned that Amanda and I are planning our trip back to Oregon come January, and we're actually going to stop at Cheryl's Herbs. That's a herb shop outside of St. Louis, Missouri, and we're going to be recording an herb shop tour video with the owner, Tiffany, and we're also going to hang out with our friend Alex Quetham Payne. She's an herbalist. I know her from Eugene, actually. She used to work at the Columbine School of Botanical Studies. She lives in Missouri now as well. So we're going to hang out at Cheryl's Herbs with Tiffany and Alex and record a bunch of content for the schoolhouse, YouTube, and so on. Just wanted to mention that. Also, Demetria Clark, she's got a herb school called Heart of Herbs, and she's having her annual fall sale right now, and she has 40% off all of her courses. So that's quite good. I think she does this annually, but I'll leave a link in the show notes for you to check out the sale. You're going to want to enter coupon code HOH, probably stands for Heart of Herbs, the number 40, and then now at checkout. That's HOH40 now for 40% off any Heart of Herbs course. So check that out. More Cami information. Okay, scrolling down here. Oh, we just did a Instagram live with Kelsey Barrett. Well, it was just me and Kelsey, and we talked about basically frugal nutrition, how to feed you and your family nourishing foods on a budget. We only had 30 minutes to do it, and I took pages of notes. As you could probably tell, I haven't presented a bunch, and I was like, oh, I want to cover all these topics. Then I realized, oh wait, 30 minutes is not nearly enough time. So I think it was still it was a fun interview, and it was I think it's a fun video. I'll leave a link to that in the show notes. But now what that really did is inspire me to create a full module for our course, the Art of Frugal Nutrition. And this module is going to be called The Art of Frugal Nutrition. So it's kind of going to be like a all-encompassing look or overview of at least my philosophy on how to eat nourishing foods on a budget. So when I was writing out all these notes, I was just getting really excited, and I could tell that was like my inner compass telling me, Mason, you got to do this. So I'm really excited to create that. I'm gonna flesh out these notes even more, and then Amanda and I are gonna start recording the videos here in the next couple months, and then you should see the module. Our goal is to have it ready come mid-April. And just to let you know, if you want to learn more about the Art of Frugal Nutrition, it's our sliding scale course. It actually slides all the way down to free, so you could get this course for free. Just go to HerbRally.com/frugal nutrition, and you'll learn more about the different modules there. Currently, we have the modules are fermentation, dumpster diving, bone broth, Eat Your Weeds, and the Spice Apothecary. And these are all taught by different, brilliant, amazing herbalists, all pals. But yeah, I definitely recommend checking that out. And I'm really excited to create my module. So please check out the Instagram live video I did with Kelsey. I'm saying Instagram live, but really we published it on our YouTube channel. So again, that's youtube.com/HerbRally, and you can check it out there. Next on the list is we just released our 4th video in a 4-part series with Rishi Strauss in our HerbRally Schoolhouse. So these are all, her class is called Intro to Medicinal Mushrooms. And Rishi's become quite the expert at medicinal mushrooms and just mushrooms in general, mushroom ecology and so on. So if you want to learn more about medicinal mushrooms, you could check out herbrally.com/schoolhouse and just enter coupon code podcast, and you could get your first 30 days for free to check out what I'm talking about. In fact, the next thing I wanted to mention is, and this was also next on the newsletter, last night we hosted Logan Keister on our webinar series called HerbRally Presents. And this was our second time doing a webinar, and it was just so fun. I was super nervous for whatever reason for the first one with Asa. This time it went, I think, it was just a lot easier for me, and had a great time with Logan. He spends the first hour talking about just the ecology and the different constituents and whatnot, and then after the first hour, he actually gets into the medicinal mushrooms. So this is also going to be in our HerbRally Schoolhouse membership area. Amanda's going to work on uploading that today. So if you're listening to this Thursday, November 17th, it should be up later today, maybe tomorrow. Actually, it might be more like tomorrow, just FYI. Either way, so we host these monthly webinars, and our next one's with Heather Irvine, by the way, just to kind of throw that out there. She's going to be announcing her topic soon. But yeah, if you want to check out Logan's medicinal mushroom webinar that was almost 2 hours long, you could become a member of our HerbRally Schoolhouse. Again, enter coupon code podcast at checkout at herbrally.com/schoolhouse. And it's only $10 a month after that. And I say this all the time now. It is one of the best ways you could help support HerbRally and our work here. So if you have the means and you want to become a member, it's a huge help to us, and it's only $10 a month. So there's a lot of classes in there. In the new year, we're gonna start uploading these really lengthy monographs in there as well. So there's going to be written material, there's audio material, there's video classes, and there's also discounts to cool herbal companies. So, all right, that's the last time I'll plug it. herbrally.com/schoolhouse. Enter coupon code podcast at checkout to get your first 30 days for free, and only $10 a month after that. Alrighty, moving right along. Amanda had a couple friends over last weekend, and each time these are her childhood friends, each time they all hang out together, they do some sort of like herbal project or craft, and this time they made fire cider. So she taught them how to make fire cider, and she took these really 2 beautiful photographs of the fire cider they made, and then basically what I'm trying to say is in the newsletter we plugged Rosemary Gladstar's fire cider book, and you could get 15% off of that with the Mountain Rose Herbs discount code that I'm going to provide later on, because I kind of wanted to talk about that at the end. But I will say the Fire Cider book by Rosemary Gladstar and friends is really cool. I actually have a recipe in it. It's how to make my Tom Kha, like the Thai soup, my Tom Kha fire cider. And we actually have a video of that on our YouTube channel. So I will include a link to my Tom Kha fire cider video on our YouTube channel, as well as a link to the book along with the Mountain Rose Herbs discount to get 15% off. So then we always end the newsletter, well, not always, but a lot of times we end the newsletter announcing new in-person events as well as new virtual events. So that's one of the perks of signing up for the newsletter, is you get to learn about all these events going on in your neck of the woods as well as virtually. And this one had, let me count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17 new events. So, and that's pretty common. So behind the scenes, I'm always adding new herbalism events at least a couple days a week. So if you didn't know, HerbRally started off as an herbalism events board. And if you would like to learn more about herbalism events in your neck of the woods, just go to herbrally.com/events or herbrally.com/virtual. And that's where the virtual events are. So that is the newsletter. There was a couple other notes I wanted to mention. As I mentioned earlier, the Mountain Rose Herbs, their discount code had to change again. That's like twice in a month. it had to do with the discount code leaking onto one of those discount code sites. So hopefully it doesn't change again anytime soon. But for now, the discount code is 22rally15, and that gets you 15% off your purchase at mountainroseherbs.com. That said, I will include our affiliate link. You don't pay anything extra, but we just make a little affiliate commission off of the sale. It's one of the ways we keep the lights on here at HerbRally. So thanks for using our affiliate link whenever you get the chance. And yeah, if you'd like 15% off, use coupon code 22rally15 at checkout. I already announced the Heather. Oh yeah, the last thing I wanted to mention is right now I am in a 9-foot by 5-foot room in our basement. There was just kind of this random finished room in our basement in our new house here in Wisconsin. And Amanda turned it into this really eclectic and cool office space for me. So if there's some sort of weird echoes, hopefully in the future we're going to try to fix that. But that's what's going on, and that's what you're going to be. This is kind of the sound now of the podcast. So hopefully it's not too distracting. I listened to one of the episodes the other day, and I think it sounds fine. So, but I just wanted to mention it because I really like it in here, and I finally have like a space for my recording as opposed to doing it in the back of my truck or in the cold garage or something like that. So cool. That's going to do it for me today. I hope if you made it this far into the episode, thanks so much for listening. Like I said, I like doing these episodes, and I'm going to talk to you later. All right. Take care. Hope you have a great day. Bye.